We still have Buffy. Buffies. Buffies. Hello, Buffies. Buffy's purrs real hard for you. Actually, Bright Eyes is right down there. Hello, Bright Eyes. Hello. They were actually both sitting here on my lap beside me. Whoa. What went wrong with my... But I didn't have the memory card in my camera, so I had to get it from the computer to be able to film this. I was going to film both of them because they were both here beside me, one on each side, all comfy, curled up, because it's maybe a little bit chilly today. Today on the 8th, correct? Yes. December the 8th of 2012. It's, I'm a little bit more awake than I was yesterday, so that's good, because I had no idea what I was even saying yesterday. So, and it's Saturday. Actually, I'm thinking about walking up to Hastings, because Walmart doesn't have not that I'm a Blu-ray snob, but the Blu-ray of the new Jeff Dunham... Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to cut that part out, because you can't see addresses. Okay, hold on. Oh, the camera almost fell over. Okay, Christmas card that you will not see the address on is in the mail now, because it didn't get picked up yesterday. So since I didn't get mail, apparently the mailman did not check my box to make sure that I didn't have anything outgoing in it. But okay, now that that's over, about the only thing notable that I have to talk about today, if you don't like Power Rangers, then you can just fast forward. I'll put a link here somewhere to the opening of the chocolate. Because today was the U.S. broadcast of the finale of the Power Rangers Samurai. They just call it all Samurai, even though the second half of it was called Super Samurai, but whatever. I know it's supposed to be kind of like a second season, but I guess it was. It's Super Samurai, not Real Samurai. But the problem is, they had already aired it in like Mexico and the UK, I think. The DVDs are already out, and you could have already watched the finale on Netflix. So I could have watched this a long time ago. But as far as the broadcast of the final episode goes, that was today, and it was the first, I can't think of the word that, maybe I'm not as awake as I thought, the revival, I guess, because after RPM, Power Rangers was dead there for a while, until Saban bought the rights back. And, because Disney had one more season, I guess, to knock off. They're like, oh, I mean, I've heard many different things about behind-the-scenes stuff. They're like, oh, we have one more season to burn off, so I guess we'll just make something. And then they did, and then it was done until Saban bought the rights back, which I was excited about originally. I won't say that Samurai was my favorite series ever. In fact, I'm actually on Netflix, I'm rewatching Jungle Fury, which, say what you will about the Disney era. I know there's a lot of people that aren't fans of the Disney era and think it ruined the series or whatever. But each season had a clearly defined, like these are what the theme is, I guess. There's jungle, there's RPM, there's magic, like they definitely had a really good, and the characters were like real like living, breathing people, which is part of my problem for Samurai, which I think, is that, they weren't really given a whole lot of personality. Like, I know, Mike was the one that was actually given the most personality, because he was the one that was kind of fighting against his samurai nature, and I think that's part of the problem, is that they were, they were samurai. They're supposed to be, respectable, kind of stoic people, and they didn't really have much of a chance to, like Emily was supposed to be the kind of naive one, and Mia was a terrible cook. Like, that's all they really gave her as a character point, and like Kevin was just basically like Jaden but blue, like there wasn't really a whole lot of, but at least Mike had that, he could, he was fighting against his samurai nature, and I mean that's the first episode, is he wants to, be with his friends and not be a samurai so much. So I mean maybe that's part of it. And then there was like that, does anybody remember after school specials? Like they were just these terribly cheesy like lessons that you were supposed to learn, about everything. And they were just, I mean that's kind of how it started out with Power Rangers Samurai, like especially, like Emily being the only one that, she was the only one that had confidence in herself. Or the episode with Mia and Kevin, where something about the boy with the baseball, he was on the baseball team, or wanted to be on the baseball team, but didn't think, I don't know. It was very, very, very just very, even more so cheesy than, like regular Power Rangers. There's like this lesson to be learned, and it was kind of like shoved down our throats and just kind of really very kiddie and cheesy, and it wasn't really my thing, But I will say that Super Samurai was better, especially toward the end, because it became, more focused, and like they jerked us around for so long. They kept dropping like, oh, Jaden has a secret, but then it would like go away for, many episodes at a time, and then they'd be like, remember, oh, Jaden has a secret, and of course, if you've watched, or if you know any, I've never seen the Sentai series, but I know that there's a female Red Ranger to come, so like I kept waiting for that to happen, and it took forever because they have all the breaks that Nickelodeon took, and but toward the end, they definitely had a lot more focus, and there was a lot more story line to it, which I appreciated, which helped me be a little bit more excited for the next episode. And one of my main gripes is the big reunion at the end, which between Bulk and Skull. Like, I already knew that was going to happen, so it wasn't a shock when Skull, because like I said, it already aired in Mexico, and it already aired, I think it aired in the UK too, already, before, we got the broadcast finale. So, I'm hoping, well, one of my main hopes when Saban had back in control was that we were going to start seeing a lot more, fighting outside the suits, which we did get a little bit of that in the finale today. And I know, the guy playing Mike has, because we've seen outside of the show, we've seen him do backflips and stuff, and I think Emily, her character, or her, I think she might have some skills outside the suits, which was something from the original Power Rangers that I always enjoyed, I always liked, was it was more believable for the people inside the suits to be able to do all these flips and kicks and stuff, because we saw them doing them outside the suits, so it was like, it was a skill, that they had that was only, made stronger by getting these suits that, sparked and exploded and all that stuff. You can always guarantee in the Power Rangers universe there's going to be stuff to explode, and there are going to be abandoned cars. Sometimes the abandoned cars explode. It's just, it's a rule. It's a staple of the Power Ranger universe. So we get a little bit of that here and there, but not. So I'm hoping going forward, I know Nick has the rights to Megaforce, which is our next one coming up. With that being the 20th anniversary, I've heard there's going to be I don't know where I heard that, but I heard something about there's going to be, you know, things from previous seasons being brought up and everything. So that should be interesting. I'm hoping that it is more Super Samurai than Samurai, though. So I'm hoping for more a clearly focused storyline or something, or just not, you know, just not so many episodes that just seem to tread water necessarily, I guess. I just heard the mailman out there, so my card has been sent. Yay. And hopefully he did not just get hit by that car, because that would be tragic. So anyway, that's my whole Power Rangers thing. And if you're not interested in the Advent calendar portion, now you can go away. It's nice chatting with you. And I just saw the 9th. It is right here by my thumb. Once again, we don't get to kill any Disney princesses today. Oh, look at that. Isn't that sad? Belle's boobs just fell over. She's like an old lady. Okay, let's see who we got today. We have, Snow Whit. Snow Whit. The little whore who hung out with 7 midgets. You know, I'm not here to... like I've said, I'm never here to judge Snow White. That you wanted to live with a bunch of little midgets. Because I know. It's like they're tiny people. Like puppies. They're like the puppy of peopledom. So, we have this today. And I'm running late again because I was being lazy. I'm sitting around and watching Power Rangers. That's basically it. So, it's like almost 2:30 now, so I think, see, it's twofold. If I go to Hastings today to pick up the Jeff Dunham thing, I don't know if I got into that or not. That's the reason I was thinking about going to Hastings, because Walmart doesn't have the Blu-ray is only $2 more than the DVD of the new Jeff Dunham, Binding the Monsters, I think it's called. So, but Walmart doesn't sell the Blu-ray anymore, at least not here in town. So, but I have Hastings, I can go to Hastings. And while I'm there, I mean, I'm right next to McDonald's, you know, and the McRib is back. So, I could do that, and it could be delicious. It could be very delicious. And it is delicious.